Okay, so here what we have is Picaña. This is certified Angus, and this has here's the meat, and it's got this very thick piece of fat on the back, which I'm going to trim a lot of this off. Not all of it, but a big portion of it off. Now, this is all the fat that I've taken off of it. So it's a lot thinner now. I've taken all the little pieces off the back here, and I've trimmed this down so it's a very thin layer of fats. Okay, so I've put, this is sea salt or rock salt. So this is very thick, big pieces. I've put that on here, covered it, and I put just regular black pepper, and I'm going to vacuum seal it now. There. Done. Now I'm going to put this in the refrigerator overnight, and tomorrow I'm going to sous vide this. I've taken this out of the refrigerator. It was in overnight, and I'm going to sous vide it. Now, sous vide is a precision cooking. This is the one I have. There's different brands, different models. What it is, it's a device like this, and you put it in a container with water. This goes in like this. You turn this on, and it heats up to a specific temperature. Now, in my case, I like the meat medium rare, so my ideal temperature is 133 Fahrenheit. And once that's in there, you have to tighten it in the back so it's not moving around. And then you turn it on, and what it does is it will heat the water up to 133, and it will maintain it for however long that you want. And so then you put the meat in here, which I will do when it gets to the right temperature. Well, I can do it now. It's not going to make a difference. It shouldn't take long to get up to the temperature. And I cover this up and I leave it there. And depending on what you're cooking, it can take anywhere from an hour, 30 minutes, an hour to 5, 10, 15 hours, depending on what you're doing. But this is sous vide, and what this does is it cooks it completely through at a specific temperature without going over. And that's what we want. You can see the temperature's going up, and when it gets to 133, it will maintain it. And the meat's there in the bag, and it's completely sealed, and it will stay like that. I'm gonna leave it for about 4 to 5 hours. All right, so what we're doing is, I've taken this out of the sous vide. It was in there for about 5 hours. And I'm using charcoal today, so I get this as hot as possible. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this out, and I'm gonna throw this with the fat side down because I want it to flame up. And so we're gonna give it a second, and as it heats up, it's gonna flame. And that flame is what's gonna sear it, and what's gonna there we go. That's what I want. On charcoal you can do this. I want it to flame up. So that fat's burning. And it's gonna start flaming. It's gonna get real big. And once it gets real big, I'm gonna flip it. Then I'm gonna cut it. And I'm gonna do the sides real quick, and then we're done. So the more flame you get, the better it's gonna be. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put this here, and I'm going to cut this. You see that? I'm going to do thick pieces here. And then I'm going to throw these back on just for a second, just to get a sear on both sides. So this is medium rare. This is about 133 Fahrenheit. And all we're doing right now is just getting a good sear on both sides, and then we're done. And then we're just gonna do this. So we're just gonna, so that's seared. So you can still see how juicy that is. And then we're just gonna flip these real quick. And then we're going to take these off and we're done.